Hello, my friends. This is Dr. M. I'm here to continue my last presentation for this course, and this presentation is called There's No Tomorrow. I left you with a discussion on the relationships and partnerships that basically give us all stimuli and meaningful engagement in this life. So specifically we talked about trust. Develop trust and be trustworthy. There's no credible commitment within any partnership that you will ever find without trust. Now, trust is blind and trust is complete. That is what is required for healthy and full functioning partnership. Trust is not acquired cheaply, but can be lost with one false step. Once trust is lost, it may be harder to reclaim it than climbing up Mount Everest. You want to attach along with trust your respect. Respect comes with trust. There is a relationship between the two. And commitment creates respect. So you see, those are all intertwined. When someone is committing to you, it requires that they will have no reservations. It doesn't require qualification. A kid or an elder person can exhibit that, or a person with disability, or any other person with some imperfections, moral, spiritual, or physical, all have ability to develop and promote trust. Once you form the partnership, your teammates, according to homothetic preference presentation that was illuminated earlier, basically people will have their own preferences. They will have their own dreams. When people come into partnership, they come with their own dreams of the future. And that is where each one is going to exhibit their own unique intertemporal choice. What do? You support their dreams. You support the dreams of your teammates. In fact, it's not enough just exhibiting support. You want to start believing in their dreams. Because once you start believing in the dreams of your partners and your teammates, that's when you can trust blindly. That's when you have a potential to have no reservation. So you want to care about your teammates' dreams as those dreams were your own. In fact, make your partner's dreams your own. And to some extent, it requires being generous. Generosity of spirit and willingness to see the other side of the coin. Forgive, forget, learn, but move on. Clearly, sometimes you will make mistakes as well as your partners. Be generous. Try at all times to see the other side of the coin. And again, forgive, forget, learn, but please move on. Each day, whether you work alone or you work with your partners, will bring some exhaustion. Read. Read anything you like for 30, 60 minutes every single day without exception. Because reading, even what you enjoy and anything above, will expand and relax your mind. It will erase the rain of the day, if you will. It will bring some energy. And mostly important, it may just create humility. Let's go and take some focus on compartmentalization. Because life offers a myriad of conflicts and stimuli, I break them down in different compartments: work, play, friends, and family. It is important, if you find a way to separate and segment those compartments intentionally. And let me show you why. Jensen and Meckling have taught us in economics about rational, evaluating, maximizing man. But they were wrong. And that's what I have taught you throughout this class, that people make choices as rational, evaluating, utility-driven, maximizing people. And I recognize that I was wrong. Of course, economics has become one of the most important social sciences and tools to understand human behavior or behavior of any other living creatures on Earth. Economics, with its beauty and its power, comes from seeing people as machines, as computers. In fact, we are looking for a paradigm that viewing people as if they make choices as part of their DNA automatically, such as first law of demand would be an example. Price and quantity, demanded are inversely related. We are looking at economics as rational calculations of people and other living creatures, including animals. However, living individual and idiosyncratic portion of human behavior outside of the realm of economics is wrong. Because making this part as a part of the residuals necessarily will erase individuality. And that's where economics finds its limits. And some of my colleagues may disagree with me. The irony is, in economics, we're all about science. We're all about trying to understand why people do what they do before they do it. And through such pursuit of this discipline, we have erased humanity from its subjects of interest. That's the paradox. Thus, I say, compartmentalization is critical because it will preserve some of that idiosyncratic events and impacts, and it will preserve what discipline so successfully is erasing, such as individuality. So be that whether it's within economics, engineering, education, or any other science, it's guilty as charged of the same faults and of the same limitations. Mechanical approaches to life can and does pollute our personal lives, not enhancing them. Thus, I apologize for bringing so much pollution throughout this course. My friends, it's okay to be wrong, as long as you are committed. That means that when you are wrong, and when I find that I am wrong, that I have polluted throughout this course with bringing this discipline and looking at the subjects without any idiosyncratic events, erasing individuality, do autopsy. Yes. Do autopsy to find out what went wrong. But do it without a blame. In other words, it's important to find out what went wrong, but not who. That brings me to creativity. Creativity and new ideas come from individuals, not from machines. And oftentimes self-esteem is the paramount engine for human creativity. Thus, you want to nurture your individuality, not kill it. It's an interesting question. Where do ideas come from? Although it is beyond the subject of this matter, of this course, but it would certainly be interesting to discuss. Are they cultivated by your brain, by your heart, by your body, by the environment? Where do those ideas come from? But one thing that is certain, when creative ideas come, they're like a lightning. They make person forget many things around him or her. Think about Archimedes of Syracuse. He was in the bathroom and he jumped out naked, running along the street when he made his discoveries. That's how creative ideas work. You can also think about Newton, who made his discoveries under very strange circumstances. Nowadays, there's an increasing number of firms at the marketplace that require individual employees generate creativity. They choose intentionally one day out of the week so employees can come and do whatever they want except their daily routine duties. Because routine duties depreciates opportunity for being creative. Once you confront the sad circumstances, never lose the sight of trees. There's no forest, there's no healthy forest without a lot of tall, beautiful, deeply rooted, healthy trees. Yes, you will run into some weak trees that will stink, that will give you displeasure to look at. But don't forget, there are big trees still ahead of you. Think about this. When you are carpeting or framing with someone, and you notice that your team members are not driving the nails the way you're accustomed to, try to find a way to help your teammates without grabbing the hammer away from them. Or put it another way, it's okay to simply let them use the hammer the way they want it, even though it appears to you wrong. Because the idea of the well-oiled team will always be more important than the small issue whether the nails are driven quickly, economically efficiently, or perfectly. Think of those issues as small potatoes. And after all, who is to say how one should hold the hammer? You may know a lot, but you will never know as much as your teammates collectively. Never. So you want to develop honor and respect for people that you work with or work for you. You want to care about them. And once they see that you care about them, they will reciprocate. Because when you give yourself unconditionally, they will notice and they will reciprocate. If you can't, for some reason, you cannot find capacity to give yourself to your teammates unconditionally, don't give at all. Because there are no margins here. Passion. Typically throughout last 2,000 years, passion has been described and characterized as something that is related to sickness of spiritual matter. So let's say I have inclination to steal, or I have inclination to lie, or I have inclination to commit adultery. All of that used to be called passion. You want to find something you like to do in life. Because success and happiness oftentimes come from self-esteem, doing your job great. Finding something to do and do it with gusto, that would be a close association with success and happiness, according to the research. Whatever you do, try to make sure it is fun. Avoid negative people, for they are like plague, contagious and deadly. They will suck the energy out of you. If you can, try to surround yourself with positive people. And that will do a lot of good, and it's very highly contagious. The fact that something is illegal does not make it morally or spiritually wrong. And you will have to decide so many times in life what is right and what is wrong. Finally, it is nearly impossible to be humble. And when you meet humble people, value those encounters, because this is a truly hard to find asset. If you promise or if you give your word to somebody, leave no stone unturned to live up to it. My friends, life is not about intertemporal choice, the trade-off between today and tomorrow. Life is not about tomorrow. In spite of the impact of the negative interest rates, leading us to hope and believe that tomorrow will come for all of us. Life is not about tomorrow. Life is not about future, but about today. More precisely, life is about now, right now. Thank you, my friends, for your patience and for your kindness, consideration of my presentations. And I wish you to have a very healthy and blessed day.